Want to stay in comedy and go to the Dave Chappelle?
Oh yeah, Dave Chappelle was happy the Katt took over. But that also spoke for me to how powerful Katt is. Like, to be able to take the spotlight off of
a Dave stand-up.
A Dave New Year's Eve stand-up. That spoke to me. That spoke to me. This is different for me because we went to go see
Yeah.
We
Dave.
saw it. It was a little different twist on it.
Yeah, he switched
tweaked it a little bit.
Yeah, but going to see it ruined whatever this
big
would
time,
be
sure.
for me. The funniest jokes for me I saw, and because I saw it and know what the real set is, I also know where you tweak this to put in your dreamer shit that you had.
I kind of like the dreamer shit.
It wasn't typical Dave for me. Dave is normally a little. Dave never sounds like that long thing is rushed. There's always a grander.
It did feel short and rushed. I do agree.
Yeah,
with
that wasn't Dave. Like if I didn't see the stand up and I was just watching that as some Dave shit, I'd have probably been tight.
Yeah, I can see why people would have been tight over it. I haven't seen it live, and then watching it again, I enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it too.
Because it also threw me back to the night we were over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And I'm watching with my girl who didn't see it, so she's laughing at all the shit that I think is funny too. It was great. It was good.
Yeah.
It was good, but they was kicking Dave's back in.
I ain't watching.
Boy, was
Yeah,
they
they
kicking
were.
Dave's back.
They
They,
were.
was fucking him up out there.
Really?
Yeah.
This is your GOAT?
Yeah. They called his whole shit under review. Y'all wrong. They try to go back to, and this wasn't funny, and this was.
Yeah, we wrote history on them.
Yeah, I ain't like that.
Y'all stop it, man. That's Dave.
You know that's how
That's
it
still
goes,
Dave.
man.
Yeah, that's Dave.
That's how it goes.
That's
Dave
still
is
Dave. What I did find funny was that whole beginning part about the senator in the wheelchair, and then we got the Epstein list.
And your man is on the
Your
list?
man is on the list.
Stephen
I said,
Hawkins.
"Oh nah, this is way too perfect.
That list
Why they
is
lay
crazy.
this shit out like this?"
Okay. Damn, that was great, but I do want to close Chappelle by reading.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to read something. Who did I steal this from? This is from a guy named Jesse David. I don't have any idea who he is, but he wrote this about Chappelle. And it's long, so let's see. Let me try to find a good. I want to break this up for y'all because it's long. I'm sorry.
That's cool.
Ain't no problem.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll just read it. Chappelle is funny, as I argued earlier in the book. If people find you funny, you're funny. And undeniably, people find Chappelle funny in this moment. He's the biggest comedian in the country, and I do get it. Chappelle is an exceptionally charismatic master of the craft of making people laugh, even at things they don't agree with. But how good Chappelle is technically at stand-up is hindering how great he could be. In a room, Chappelle might be as great as he likes to say he is. He can be silent on stage and the audience gets pulled in. It's a superpower very few have possessed, and he is undoubtedly its omega level. He can talk for long stretches without jokes, telling stories earnestly, if that's the type of story it is. He can be stupid when the audience needs that, and yes, he can find a small room's line and cross it deliberately as few have ever done. But all this ability to connect with the audience, to ride their energy, to manipulate them, has slowly become hell on his material. By focusing on sensitive subjects, Chappelle pumps his jokes up with so much artificial tension that, when combined with his undeniable charisma, it means he doesn't have to do much to get a huge shock laugh. The danger and relief for a comedian can become addictive. In an interview with Letterman, Chappelle compared himself to Evel Knievel. Like a stuntman with each special, he chases the rush. As myth maker, he determined this was noble, as if he's the only one that dares to go there. In reality, he was just attracted to what was already hot, less a truth teller than a clout chaser. A lot of his supposedly edgy jokes had been done before. Bigotry is hack. What has happened to Chappelle's comedy is best illustrated by a bit in, come on, let's get to it here. Let me get to the end. Chappelle is very good at making lies seem true. After a nearly 5-minute childhood story about a friend inviting him to dinner at his house, the friend's mother sadly informs little Dave, "We'd love to have you. It's just that we weren't expecting company, and I'm afraid there's not enough stovetop stuffing for everybody." Chappelle pauses. Oh, this is long. Let me just get to the end here. Get to the end. Here we go. He gets a big laugh, sharp turn. It was a pretty clever, interesting journey this first time. But in recent years, a noticeable portion of his jokes have followed this formula. Following long build-ups with an unrelated shock punchline. Predictable to anyone paying close enough attention, It makes both the slow build-up, where he occasionally tries to sneak in some sort of message, and the inevitable twist so incredibly boring. It's like a sleight-of-hand magician who, no matter the fancy shuffling, always pulls the 4 of clubs as the prestige. Then you realize the entire deck is made up of 4 of clubs. He used to be better than that. This is what it looks like when a comedian doesn't listen to the audience.
Long story short, he's saying stop with the trans jokes, and I don't disagree. He has been leaning on that as a crutch for the past.
That was a little long-winded, I apologize.
three or four specials.
Yeah.
And I get it, but like, bro, you could find somewhere else to go.
You feel like
Well, he did. He went to the handicap.
Yeah, but then he didn't, because he kept.
And then he went back.
He kept staying on the trans thing, and
Man,
like,
that Andy Kaufman, Jim Carrey joke.
That was brilliant.
That was amazing.
That was brilliant.
Even we all said that when we heard it.
That was brilliant.
Yeah.
The way you flip that into like, and that's what it sounded like he's talking about, the long drawn out story with the like.
No, the Jim Carrey, Andy Kaufman
that
shit.
I don't want to hear nothing
genius.
about that.
But if it's not at that level, then you can keep the trans joke.
No Joe Budden.